Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJO Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1999 postseason is on the air. We are back at the Astrodome. This is Game 6 of the National League Championship Series between the Atlanta Braves and the Houston Astros. The Astros lead this series 3-2. Will the Astros punch their ticket to the World Series tonight to face off against the Texas Rangers? Or will the Braves punch a ticket to a Game 7? That's what's at stake tonight here at the Astrodome. One win for the Astros, they'll be going again back to the World Series. The Braves, this would be their second one, although if the Braves do make the World Series, this would be the second time the Braves have got there, but they got there as the Milwaukee Braves in 1961 when they won that World Series, on the network. So what will happen tonight? Your guess is as good as mine, as so far, one of the historical teams do not get in, as the Yankees were eliminated last night. The Braves were the other historical team. Do the Astros knock them out? We'll find out what happens. Ben Witz, John Haverly, Steeler fan, are first to join us here at the Astrodome. So, absolutely a huge matchup tonight. Astros trying to get back to the World Series. I believe this would be their 5th. The Atlanta Braves trying to get to their 2nd as they got to one as the Milwaukee Braves in 1961. What will happen tonight? Your guess is as good as mine. Let's get right to it. Starting pitcher for the Houston Astros, their number 2 starter, Jose Lima. He is making his 3rd appearance in the postseason. He has a record of 2 wins and no losses. We are at the Astrodome, absolutely a pitcher's park. Only 118 home runs at there, 257 average, +4 to strikeouts, +1 to walks, -1 to homers. So any reading off the ballpark card is not going to be a home run. Braves must win to force a Game 7. Astros want to win to not have a Game 7 and move on to the World Series against the Rangers. What will happen tonight? We've already had an exciting postseason. Let's get right to it. Let's go to the top of the 1st. Leading off for the Braves, left fielder Gerald Williams. He is batting .211 for the postseason. He does have a home run. We're going to use blue, white, and white dice. Astros are the home team. Fans here at the Astrodome hoping to see the Astros move on to another World Series. Braves trying to keep it there. Does the 1999 postseason, does it end tonight? Lima, 3-2, hit by pitch, and plunk out, she hit him. First hit batter of the game by Jose Lima, and Williams will trot to first, just barely hit him, but he did get him. That'll bring up the second baseman, Brett Boone. Boone is batting .250 for the playoffs. Infield a double play. Williams has 19 steals, and he'll stay where he is. Boone does get the hit and run, but he'll swing. Lima, 5-5, strikeout, got him. First strikeout for Lima, he had 187 of them in 99. And now the third baseman, Chipper Jones. Jones batting .298 for the postseason. He has cooled off a little bit. He does have a home run. Williams on it first. He'll stay there. Lima, 6-2, strikeout, no. Chipper, 2-4, and it's a base hit to center field. Single to center. Williams, 5-5. He will holds if it's -2. Holds if it's -2. Everett has a 0. He will not hold. Williams will get to third. So a single for Chipper Jones, and that will move the runners up. Runners to the corners, 1 out. And that will bring up the right fielder, Brian Jordan. Jordan batting 243 for the postseason. He has gotten a little better. Doug Hunt joins us here at the Astrodome, and Philip Reynolds as well. And Clee Baseball Fan now joins us here. They're going to play the infield. They're going to play corners in to see if they can turn a double play, or if it's hit to first or third, they will be in, and we'll use normal infield in rules. Strategy roll. Chipper will stay where he is. Lima, Suadice. Lima, 5-1, walk, and that is going to be ball 4. So Jose Lima getting off to a tough start here in the top of the first. First walk given up by Lima. He had 42 of them in 99. The bases are loaded now for the first baseman, Ryan Klesko. He's only batting .091 in the playoffs. Once again, the corners are in, and nothing on Strat. Lima, 2-2, wild pitch, yes! That's going to be a bad pitch by Lima. Williams will score. Chipper to third, Jordan to second. Now the infield will move in totally. Klesko will swing. That's Suadice. And 1-6, and that's a ground ball to short. That ball is hit to the shortstop. Chipper's base running rating is a 3, and we'll see if they send him. They don't. Chipper's going to stay at third base. The throw will go to first for out number 2. So the wild pitch will bring in a run. And Klesko grounds out to third, so nobody moves. Braves do have a 1-0 lead now. And it will bring up the center fielder, Andrew Jones. Andrew Jones is batting .300 for the playoffs. He's got 3 bombs. Cutter Historical joins us here at the Astrodome. Jones on at third, Jordan on at second. Braves took a quick 1-0 lead. There are 2 outs. Strategy, nothing on the 10. Lima, 5-3, it's a blank. Andrew Jones, 6-6. He powers one into right field. That's a 6, and that's going to be a base hit. Chipper Jones will score. Jordan, a single to right. A 4-3, I think he will come in, and no, 4-3, he holds at third base. He will hold, and the Braves will have a 2-0 lead. Stadium groans. RBI single by Andrew Jones. And now 2-0 Braves here in the top of the first. And that will bring up the shortstop, Jose Hernandez. Hernandez started the season with the Chicago Cubs, wound up on the Braves later. He's batting .258 with a bomb in the postseason. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. Braves jump out quick. Strategy roll. That is a 1. Andrew Jones gets the jump, but he'll stay put. Lima, 6-3, it's a blank. Hernandez, 3-5, it's a fly ball to center field. And Carl Everett will get to it, and he'll make the catch and retire the side. 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 walk, 1 wild pitch. 1 wild pitch and a hit batter. That's one way to start a crazy. That's one way to have a crazy inning. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the Atlanta Braves, their number 2 starter, Kevin Millwood. He is 1-1 on the postseason. This is his 3rd start. Leading off for the Astros, second baseman Craig Biggio. He's batting .369 for the playoffs. Millwood will pitch. Millwood, 3-4. That's at the park. Astrodome, 2-3. And it's a fly to right field. And Brian Jordan will get to that. And that is the first out. Here's the right fielder, Derek Bell. Bell batting .154 with a bomb in the postseason. Millwood, 3-3. Wild pitch. It's a blank. Bell, 2-1. And that's fly to left field. Easy play for Gerald Williams. And he'll put it away. 2 down. Here's the first baseman, Jeff Bagwell. Bagwell batting .290 with a bomb in the playoffs. XSG2 joins us here at the Astrodome. Millwood, 4-1 against a righty. That's going to be an automatic out. It'll be a ground ball to short, handled easily by Hernandez. And he will take his time and toss it over and end the inning. 1-2-3, go the Astros. Braves have a quick 2-0 after one. I said at the start of the series, this series was going at least 6. I did not lie. But I did not expect the Rangers to reverse sweep the Yankees, okay, after the Yankees got out to a 2-0 start. Top of the second, leading off for the Braves, the catcher, Eddie Perez. He is batting .226 with a home run in the playoffs. Lima will deal. Lima, 5-2. It's a blank. Perez, 3-2. That's fly to left. Stan Javier will get to that, and he'll make the catch. Here's the pitcher, Kevin Millwood, batted .154 in '99. He did have a homer and 6 RBIs. Capable hitter. Vita Productions joins us here at the Astrodome. Lima, 4-6 against a righty. Strikeout, swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that will be the second strikeout for Jose Lima, who has to have a better inning since the first one. It'll bring up Williams. Williams got hit by a pitch his first time up. Lima, 4-3. That is a blank. Williams, 3-5. Pop fly ball to third. That's going to be in fair territory. Tim Bogar is going to go ahead and get that. And that is a much better inning for Lima. 1-2-3, go the Bravos. Go to the bottom of the second. Leading off for the Astros, center fielder Carl Everett, batting .282. He's got 4 home runs. Leads the Astros in bombs in the postseason. At one point, Everett was the only guy with home runs for the Astros. Millwood, 3-2, strikeout, got him. And he'll go ahead and Millwood will get his first strikeout of the game. He had 205 of them in '99. Here's the left fielder, Stan Javier. Javier started with the San Francisco Giants early in '99. Now on the Astros, batting .200 for the playoffs. Millwood, 5-1, error on a throw. Javier, 6-1, double to center field. That's a double to center. Andrew Jones's error rating is a 4. That's a 20. He will not make a throwing error. Javier will go to second base. Javier gets the first hit for the Stros. And now the shortstop, Bill Spires. Spires batting .234 with a bomb in the playoffs. Javier on at second. He will stay there. Millwood, 5-6. That is an automatic out, and that's going to be a fly ball to right field. And Brian Jordan will make the catch for out number 2. And Javier, that was hit to right. And 6-6 is going to be a play. There's going to be a play. That's a 3, and I think he's going to be out. Right fielder Jordan has a 0 arm, and we got to play at third base. Or do we? No, we don't. Advances if it's hit the right field. My bad. That's going to be not going to be a play. He's going to make it to third. That's right. At 6-6, it's an advance to right field. The play is only on a 3-6. Okay, my bad. So only 2 outs now. And that will bring up the catcher, Tony Eusebio. Eusebio batting .226 for the playoffs. Still getting a little bit used to the inside pitch alternate running charts for this game. 2 men down, runner on at third. Braves lead 2-0 early. Strategy, nothing happening. Millwood pitches. Millwood, 1-3. Possible home run. The 10 is too high. Eusebio, 3-4, and he hits a deep fly ball to right field. And Jordan's going to get back to that one near the track. He'll make the catch and retire the side. No runs and a hit. 2-0 Braves after 2. XSG2 still a little bit raw of the New York Yankees getting kicked out in the ALCS. I didn't expect that to happen really either. We go to the top of the third. Brett Boone leads off for the ATL. He's 0 for 1. Lima will deal. Lima, 4-3, blank. Boone, 2-6. Ground out to short. Handled by Spires. Spires throws it over. 1 down. Here's Chipper. Chipper got a single his first time up and scored. Lima pitches. Lima, 1-2. Strikeout. Got him. That'll be the third strikeout for Lima, 2 away. And it will now bring up Jordan. Jordan walked his first time up. Lima will pitch. Lima, 1-4, strikeout. That'll miss. Jordan, 5-1, ground out to short. Once again, handled by Spires. Spires will toss it over. And then the inning. 1, 2, 3, go the Braves. We go to the bottom of the third. To open FBI gambling probe. That's just raw. That's bad. Leading off for the Astros, third baseman Tim Bogar. I usually have him starting against right-handed starters. Bogar not bad, not doing too bad though. 286 average for the postseason. That is over his average. Millwood, 4-4 against the righty. That will be an automatic out, and it's going to be a fly to left. Gerald Williams will get to that. And that will be out number 1. Here's the pitcher, Jose Lima, an 080 average and 2 RBIs. Really not a good hitter. Millwood, 5-5, strikeout. He'll get Lima, and that will be Millwood's second K of the ball game, 2 down. And here's Biggio. Biggio is 0 for 1. Millwood, he will pitch. Millwood, 6-1 at the park. Astrodome, 2-3, and it's a fly to right field. And Jordan will get to that one again, and he'll make the play and retire the side. 1, 2, 3, go the Astros. The Braves lead 2-0 after 3. Astros trying to punch their ticket to the World Series tonight. Braves trying to force a Game 7 tomorrow night. Top of the fourth, Ryan Klesko leads off for the Bravos. He's 0 for 1. Lima will pitch. Lima, 3-1 at the park. Astrodome, 3-5, fly to right field. Derek Bell's going to make his first play of the game. And that's out number 1. Andrew is next, and he got a single his first time up. Lima will pitch. Lima, 3-5 against a righty. That is an automatic out. It'll be a ground out to second base, taken care of there by Biggio, and Biggio tosses it for 2 down. Here's Hernandez. Hernandez is 0 for 1. Lima, he will pitch. Lima, 5-4. That is a strikeout. The 16 is a swing and a miss. Struck him out, and that will retire the side. Lima has really settled down since the first inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Braves. But right now, Kevin Millwood is pitching a game he must absolutely win. Derek Bell leads off. He's 0 for 1. Millwood will pitch. Millwood, 3-2, strikeout, and that just missed. Bell, 5-3, ground out to third. Chipper will take it. They'll toss it over, and that's out number 1. It'll bring up Bagwell. Bagwell is 0 for 1. Millwood will pitch. Millwood, 6-2, hit by pitch, and plunk, ouch. Wow, he hit Bagwell. That's the second hit batter. Pitchers will now, from now on, will be ejected. And that brawl in the And that ball in the rare play is now active. Infielder double play depth. The batter is Everett. So Millwood hit Bagwell. And Everett is 0 for 1. Everett has a habit of hitting home runs with runners on base. Bagwell had 30 steals, though, and he is staying where he is. Everett is not bunting. He is swinging. Millwood will pitch. Millwood, 4-3. Well, what did I just say? What did I just say, people? What did I just say? If you go ahead and rewind, you're going to find out that, what did I say? I said Carl Everett has a habit of hitting home runs with runners on base. Well, that is a 4 and a 3, and that is a home run. And against the righty, Everett's got 20. -1 makes him a 19. That doesn't matter. That's still an 18, and that ball is still gone. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. That ball is gone. Home run. Carl Everett is 5th. Stadium cheers. Yay! Carl Everett hits his 5th bomb of the playoffs, and Everett is just tearing it up. It's tied at 2. It'll bring up Javier, and I believe Everett hit home runs off of Millwood in the first game also. Still 1 out now, bottom of the 4th. Javier is the batter. He got a double his first time up. Millwood will pitch. Millwood, 2-1, strikeout. He'll get Javier. And that's going to be the 3rd K for Millwood, 2 away. And now Spires. Spires is 0 for 1. Millwood will deal. Millwood, 5-2, strikeout, swing and a miss. Struck him out. And Millwood gets it done with his 4th K. 2 runs on 1 hit and a hit batter. Carl Everett hits his 5th home run of the playoffs. We're tied at 2 after 4. We go to the top of the 5th. Eddie Perez leads off for the Braves. He is 0 for 1. Lima can pitch to 29 and Millwood to 27. Lima will deal. Lima, 2-1. Possible home run. The 6 is good against the righty. Perez has a 9. -1 is an 8. Wow! Holy cow! Against the righty, Perez needed a 9, but the Astrodome subtracts 1, which makes it an 8, and that is a 9. 3-4, and he pumped it up to third base, and Perez cannot believe he didn't hit it out. Tim Bogart will make the catch and make the out, 1 down. Perez cannot believe it. Perez said that ball should have been out of here. But it doesn't even get past the infield. Here's Millwood. Millwood is 0 for 1. That's not the first time this season this -1 took away a home run. That is not the first time that's happened. Lima, 4-1, strikeout, swing and a miss. Struck him out. 5th K, 2 down. Lima happy he plays in the Astrodome. Anywhere else, that ball is gone. That is a home run in every other park here in 99. Here's Williams. Williams is 0 for 1. Got hit by a pitch. Lima will deal. Lima, 5-4, strikeout 12. Cold strike 3 on Williams. The inning is over. That's going to be the 6th strikeout for Lima. 1, 2, 3, go the Braves. We go to the bottom of the 5th. The Astrodome blocks a homer. Tony Eusebio leads off. He's 0 for 1 for the Astros. Game tied at 2, bottom of the 5th. Astros lead the NLCS 3-2. Astros win. They're playing the Rangers in the Fall Classic. Braves win. Game 7 tomorrow night. Millwood 6-5 range play at the park. Astrodome, 6-1 ground ball to first. That ball is hit to Klesko. His range is a 2. And he's got it. Nice play by Klesko. Millwood will come over and receive the throw. That'll be out number 1. Klesko makes a big range call. And now here's Bogar. Bogar is 0 for 1. Millwood deals. Millwood, 2-6 against a righty. That is going to be an automatic out. It'll be a fly out to center field. Andrew Jones will get to it for out number 2. Here's Lima. Lima's 0 for 1. Millwood pitches. Millwood, 2-6 against a righty. That's an automatic out. It'll be a fly to center field. Lazy fly ball for Andrew Jones. And he'll make the catch and retire the side. 1, 2, 3, go the Astros. Tied at 2 after 5. Something tells me this game is going to go down to the wire. We'll go to the 6th. Another rapidly moving ball game so far. Brett Boone leads off for the Braves. He's 0 for 2. Lima has pitches, and he will. Lima, 2-3. That's a blank. Boone, 2-1. Ground ball to first base. Bagwell will get it, and he'll take it to the bag on his own. Next up is Chipper. Chipper, 1 for 2 with a single. Lima, he will pitch. Lima, 3-4, strikeout, swing and a miss, struck him out. Lima will get his 7th K of the game. And now here's Jordan. Jordan is 0 for 1 with a walk. Lima will deal. Lima, 1-5, walk. And, yep, that's ball 4. Barely, but it will walk Jordan. Base on balls, that is the 2nd walk given up by Lima. And it will give Klesko a chance. Klesko is 0 for 2. Pitchers, the NLCS was a pitcher's duel. Pretty much the entire, except for the one game of that 10-0 blowout. But pretty much the NLCS was a pitcher's duel. The ALCS was a hitter's duel. Strategy roll for Jordan. He'll stay where he is. Lima, 5-2, blank. Klesko, 1-5, base hit right field. Let's see, will Jordan get to third? A 4-3, and he will. Advances if it's hit to right, and it was hit to right. So Jordan will get to third base. So now the go-ahead run is 90 feet away on a single by Klesko. And here comes the dangerous Andrew Jones. Jones is 1 for 2. 2 outs, top of the 6th. Strategy. That is a 1. Klesko gets the jump. He is staying right where he is. Lima will deal with Andrew. Lima, 5-5, strikeout. No. Andrew, 5-6. And it's a ground ball to short. Up with it aspires. He'll take care of it. Throws to second to get Klesko, and that'll do it. No runs, a hit, and a walk. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 28 minutes into the stream, we're already in the bottom of the 6th inning. But that's how these games here in the NLCS have been going. Craig Biggio leads off for Space City. He's 0 for 2. Millwood, he'll continue to pitch. The only mistake he really made was giving up a home run. Pitch from Millwood. 5-3. That is a walk plus, and that will walk Biggio. And that is the first walk given up by Kevin Millwood. He only had 57 of them in 99. Go-ahead run on base, and here is Bell. Bell is 0 for 2. Infield at double play depth. Bell not a... And Biggio, he is staying where he is. Millwood will pitch. Millwood, 4-5, possible error. Bell, 4-4, ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Hernandez. His error rating is an 8. That's a 19. He will not make an error. 2-1-2. Second base, pivot, Boone, -1 is a 1. They will not get the double play. It's picked up by Hernandez. The only play he has to first. They'll throw to first and get the out. And Biggio will move over to second. Biggio had good speed. So a good play there by Hernandez to not make an error, but he will get the out. But now the go-ahead run is in scoring position. And here comes Bagwell. Bagwell is 0 for 1. Got hit by a pitch. Infield is back. Biggio on at second. Strategy. Nothing on the 15. Millwood will pitch. 6-6. Strikeout plus. Got him. Big strikeout there for Millwood. That's his 5th. And now 2 down. And here comes Carl Everett. Everett is 1 for 2 with a bomb. He hit his 5th home run of this postseason. I wonder how he'll do if the Astros get there. I wonder how he will do against Ranger pitching. Millwood against Everett. Strategy roll. And that is a 5. Biggio will stay at second base. Millwood. No, they wouldn't walk him. You won't walk him here. You pitch to him. Millwood will deal. Millwood. 4-6. Range play. Everett. 2-5. It's a fly ball to center field, but that ball is hit to Andrew Jones. He was excellent. His range is a 5. He's got it. Side retire. Nice play by Andrew Jones. That probably kept the run off the board. Nothing across except the walk. Tied at 2 after 6. We go to the 7th. Leading off for the Braves is Jose Hernandez. He is 0 for 2. Lima settling in. Both bullpens are now warming up. Lima, 4-4. Possible home run. The 12 is too high. Hernandez, 5-4. He hits a deep fly ball to right field. Going back for it is Derek Bell. He's at the track. He's near the wall. He'll pull it down. A possible home run. Hernandez needed an 8. -1 is a 7. That was a 12. It wasn't going anywhere. Bad pitch by Lima, but Hernandez couldn't do anything with it. 1 down. Here's Perez. Perez is 0 for 2. Lima will go ahead and deal. Lima, 1-1. Pitcher result. The 10 is a blank. Perez, 1-2. Base hit right field. Perez will get a single. That's his first hit of the ball game. And now the batter is Millwood. And the question is, I don't know here. Millwood has given up 2 runs on 2 hits, and that is it. But do you go to the bullpen now? This is a tough decision. Millwood still has a few batters left, but the Braves must absolutely win this game. And the Atlanta bullpen is meh, except for the lefties. What do we do here? Javier Spires, lefty. Roll a die, 1-3. Tribe fan says roll a die. All right. 1-3 stays in. 4-6 he comes out. He'll stay in and he'll probably going to lay down the bunt. I'll roll a strategy roll anyway. That's an 11. They're going to lay down the bunt. Corners are in, expecting the bunt. Lima will pitch. Lima, 4-5. Range play at the park. That is ignored on a bunt attempt. So he will lay down the bunt, and the bunt is hit right to first. That's going to get picked up by Bagwell, and Millwood's bunt rating will be a 3, and that is going to be a pop-up double play. Wow. Pop-up, roll 1d6 versus lead runner's base running rating. Well, Perez's base running rating is a 1. The only way he gets back is on a 1. He's out. Side retired. Pop up to third base. That was the worst roll he could have gotten on that. Pop out to first base. Perez is doubled off and the inning is over. And Millwood's usually a good bunter, but that's the first time I think I've ever rolled a 20 on a bunt. And that retires his side. So, no runs, one hit for the Braves. We are already at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. If the Astros go ahead and win this game tonight, the first inside pitch advanced season selection show will be tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. If the Braves hold on to get to win this game, Game 7 of the NLCS will be tomorrow night, and that would feature Shane Reynolds of the Astros and John Smoltz of the Braves for a winner-take-all game to get to the World Series to face the Rangers. So, either the selection show or Game 7 NLCS tomorrow night. We will find out what will happen. Bottom of the 7th, series tied. Astros lead 3-2. Game is tied at 2. Stan Javier leads off for the Astros. He's 1 for 2 with a double. As Brian B. is just sad that he doesn't want to see inside pitch advance, which is such a shame. You really need to give it a chance. Does that mean, Brian B., that if I do inside pitch advance, you're not going to watch the games? Millwood will pitch. Millwood, 5-4. Pitcher result, 14. Switch left. That's an automatic out, and we're going to make that a fly to center field. Andrew Jones will get to that, and he'll make the catch, 1 down. Here's Spires. Spires is 0 for 2. Millwood, he will pitch. Millwood, 2-1, strikeout, called strike 3 on Spires, 2 down. Millwood gets his 6th strikeout, 2 away. And now Eusebio. Eusebio is 0 for 2. Am I saying his name right? Eusebio or Eusebio or Eusebio, something like that. Someone double check it. If I've been saying his name wrong this time, I feel like a glitch. Millwood, Eusebio. Thank you very much. So it's Eusebio, not Eusebio. Millwood will pitch. Millwood, 6-2. Hit by pitch. No. Eusebio, 3-2. Base hit past second base. Eusebio keeps the inning going with its first hit of the ball game. It will now bring up Bogar. Bogar is 0 for 2. Eusebio on it first. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 17. Tony stays put. Millwood pitching to Bogar. Fans here at the Astrodome hoping Bogar comes through. Millwood, 3-5. Again, he won't. Against the righty, that's going to be an automatic out. It'll be a fly ball to right. And Brian Jordan is going to make the catch. No runs and a hit. Tied at 2 after 7. You kind of think someone's going to hit a home run here? Someone. Don't know. We'll find out. We go to the top of the 8th. Top of the 8th inning. And it's the top of the order for the Braves. Here's Gerald Williams. He is 0 for 2, got hit by a pitch. Lima can pitch to 2 more batters before tiring. Lima, 3-1 at the park. Astrodome, 2-6, base hit left field. Williams leads off with a single. So a base hit for Williams. He'll go to first. And the batter is Boone. Boone is 0 for 3. Infield double play. Williams is a bit of a stealing threat. Strategy roll, and he gets the jump. 13 minus 2 is 11. Eusebio is 0. A 1 to 11, Williams would steal second base. Ooh. I agree. I wouldn't. He'll stay put. Lima. 5-2. It's a blank. Boone. 3-1. Fly ball right field. That'll be grabbed by Bell. And that's out number 1. Lima is now tired. He says, I can pitch, coach. Here comes Chipper. Chipper is 1 for 3. Although if Lima does give up a KW, that could be a home run. But Chipper has a high walk rating, so I really don't think he would hit a home run off of that. I think Lima's going to pitch. Strategy roll. That's a 7. Williams will stay put. Lima will deal. Lima, 3-1. That's at the park. Astrodome, 3-3. Ground ball to third. 2-1-2. Second base pivot. BGO 0-1 to 2. No. Williams thrown out at second. Chipper will take first. Fielder's choice. So they can't turn the double play. And now the batter is Jordan. Jordan is 0 for 1, but has walked twice. Jordan can come away with a walk, but they're going to let Lima pitch here. 2 men down, top of the 8th, tied at 2. Strategy, nothing on the 18. Lima will pitch. Lima, 6-2. No! It's now a walk chance. And against a righty, Jordan's at 11 plus 1 is 12. That's a 9. That'll walk him. And that will be the end of Lima. If that was not a walk, Jordan would have had a shot at a home run. That's my rule. So that is a walk. As Jordan has walked 3 times and Lima is done. And we'll see a new pitcher for the Astros. Ryan Klesko coming on to bat. And I think the Astros will bring on a lefty. And they're going to go with Trevor Miller. This is not time for Wagner yet. Here's Trevor Miller. Miller making his 4th appearance of the postseason. And Miller does not have any official stats. So Ryan Klesko, he will bat. No, I'm not pinch hitting a guy who has 404 at max. He's not pinch hitting. Klesko bats. Klesko bats. He is 1 for 3. That's gaming the system. I'm not gonna. I would consider that gaming. I'm not gonna do that. Well, he did face left-handers. He got GG out. I mean, he did. He did face some left-handers. What are you gonna do? I mean, I can't. I really do not. I would not do this. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Chipper Jones at second. Jordan at first. There are 2 outs. And let's see what we got here. Because if I go ahead and take out Klesko, who's a 297 average, the player I'm bringing in is Walt Weiss, and he's a 226 average. So you want me to give up a guy that hits 297 against the guy with 226? No. Jones on at second, Jordan on at first. But it's not a bad idea, Brian. You're right. But no, I'm not going to do that. Miller will go ahead and pitch. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 12. Miller will deal. Miller, 4-5, range play. Klesko, 4-1 against the lefty. It's a ground ball to the pitcher. Miller's range is a 3, and he will get it. Miller will go ahead and take it. He makes the play, throws to first to retire the side. So even if that was a righty, it still would have been a range play. He still made the play. No runs and 1 hit. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. We're tied at 2. Kevin Millwood, he can still pitch to one more batter before he tires. Miller coming out of the game as the pitcher is due to bat. And leading off for the Astros will be Ken Caminiti. Caminiti batting .286, 13 homers, 56 RBIs in 99. He will pinch hit against Millwood. Tied at 2, bottom of the 8th now. I'm not saying Brian B is wrong. I just didn't want to do it. Millwood will pitch. Millwood, 1-1 against the switch left. That's a blank. Caminiti, 4-6 and a line out right to Millwood. He'll make the catch. That's out number 1. Caminiti lines out to the pitcher. And now here's Biggio. Biggio is 0 for 2 with a walk. Millwood is now tired. And it looks like we're going to go into the bullpen. Millwood will go ahead and pitch. Millwood, 3-6. That is a walk plus. It's ball 4. Biggio will trot to first. He's walked again. And that is only the second walk given up by Millwood. And now here's Bell. Bell is 0 for 3. If the Astros want to take the lead, this is the inning to do it. Infielder double play. Billy Wagner warming up just in case. And Millwood is tired. And I think you got to take him out. That's it for Kevin Millwood. They're going to go to the bullpen here. The Braves, the Astros really do not have to win this game. The Braves do. So I'm going to go with a new pitcher because he is tired, and that is going to be Kevin McGlinchey. Kevin McGlinchey will come on to pitch. Lima does leave with the no decision. So he's going to get a 1 here, a no decision land. And that'll bring up McGlinchey. McGlinchey, a good pitcher. McGlinchey making his 5th appearance of the postseason. He has 2 holes. So now, Biggio on at first. Derek Bell will pitch to McGlinchey. McGlinchey can pitch to 5. And McGlinchey will come on to pitch. 1 out. Bottom of the 8th, tied at 2. Must win for the Braves. Astros. We'll see where they win. They're in the World Series. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 19. McGlinchey will pitch to Bell. McGlinchey, 2-1. Hit by pitch. No. Bell. A 2-2. It's a base hit past short. Biggio's got the speed. He'll get to third. Runners at the corners. 1 out. Derek Bell, it's a base hit past the shortstop. Biggio will easily make third base. Runners at the corners. And now the batter is Bagwell. Infield must play in. Bagwell is 0 for 2. Got hit by a pitch. Infield has to play in. Biggio's base running rating is a 5. With the infield in, it becomes a 3. I will send him on a grounder in the infield. The throw will come to the plate. Bell at first, Biggio at third. Strategy roll. That is a 1. Bell gets the jump, but he's going to stay put. He's going to stay put. You don't want to get the thrown out at second base. Biggio on at third, Bell on at first. Kevin McGlinchey trying to make a big pitch. McGlinchey will deal. 5-1 against the righty. It's going to be a base hit past the pitcher and into the outfield. Biggio will come and he will score. Bell goes to third. Bagwell to first. The Astros take the lead. Stadium cheers. Yay! A 5-1 against a righty is a single past the pitcher. That was pretty much the only way Bagwell was going to get a hit off of his card, and the Astros lead it 3-2. Billy Wagner now warming up in the bullpen, and here comes Carl Everett. Everett 1 for 3 with a bomb. best news maker just got blown out. Runners at the corners. Infield is still going to play in. They cannot allow Bell to score. 3-2 Astros lead the series 3-2. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 8. McGlinchey will go ahead and he will pitch. McGlinchey, 2-5 strikeout, got him. McGlinchey will get a K. That's out number 2. And now the batter is Javier. Javier 1 for 3 with a double. Bell on at third, Bagwell on at first. 2 outs. Javier sets up there. He is 1 for 3. McGlinchey will pitch to him. McGlinchey gets in there. Fans at the Astrodome are going crazy, trying to make McGlinchey make a mistake. Strategy roll. And nothing on the 7. Bagwell stays where he is. McGlinchey will pitch. 2-4. Range play at the park. Astrodome. 3-4. That's a base hit past second. It's a range play for Boone. His range is a 2. He must get this. No, it's a base hit, and the Astros will score. Bell will come through. He will score. Bagwell to third. Javier to first. 4-2 Astros. Stadium cheers. Yay! RBI single by Stan Javier. The batter now is Spires. Spires is 0 for 3. And that's it for McGlinchey. McGlinchey coming out. And the Braves are going to go ahead and bring on a lefty here to try to get this inning over with. It'll be Mike Remlinger. Remlinger making his 7th appearance in the postseason. He has 3 holds and a save. So Mike Remlinger will come on to pitch, and he can pitch to 5. But he's there to try to get 1 out. Spires will go ahead and sit in there. Chuck Rawlings joins us here at the Astrodome. 2 men down. Astros now lead 4-2. Remlinger now on the mound. Strategy rolls are still active. Nothing on the 14. Remlinger will pitch. Remlinger, 2-6, strikeout plus, swing and a miss, struck him out, and the side is retired. 2 runs, 3 hits, and a walk. The Astros lead it 4-2, and the Atlanta Braves, the historical 1999 National League champions, are running out of outs. But will we see some 9th inning magic? Andrew Jones, the leadoff batter for the Braves. There is only one guy that can come on for the Astros, and that is that guy. Here comes Billy Wagner. Wagner making his 5th appearance in the postseason. He has 4 saves. Right now, Miller, chance to get the win, and McGlinchey, the loss at the moment. Millwood gets a no decision right in the moment. Billy Wagner trying to send the Astros to another World Series. And he can pitch to 4. Wagner will go on to pitch. Fans here at the Astrodome are loud. Places going absolute nuts. Wagner against Jones. Astros 3 outs away from the World Series. Wagner will deal. Wagner, 3-2, strikeout 10, swing and a miss, struck him out, 1 down. Andrew Jones goes down. And now the batter is Hernandez. He'll bat. Hernandez is 0 for 3. Fans at the Astrodome have gotten even louder. Wagner will go ahead and he will pitch. Wagner, 1-1. That is an automatic out. That's going to be a fly ball to center field. Carl Everett will get to that one. He makes the catch. 2 down. And the last chance for the Atlanta Braves is Eddie Perez. But they're going to go to the bench as Perez is going to come back. And coming on to pinch hit will be Randall Simon, a much better hitter with a .317 average. Greg Myers will take over at catcher if the Braves happen to get this game into extras. Wagner will pitch to Randall Simon. His only hope left for the Braves. Astros lead 4-2. Lead the NLCS 3-2. Billy Wagner gets the sign from Eusebio. Astros 1 out away from the World Series. The fans here are nuts right now. Wagner gets the sign. He will pitch. 6-2. Hit by pitch. No. Simon will swing. 6-2. And it's a comebacker right back to Wagner. Wagner's got it. Pumps once. Pumps twice. Throws to first. That's your game. That's your series. That's your championship. The Houston Astros are going back to the World Series. Stadium cheers. Yay! Mobbing the field, of course, is the Astros. And they're taking it all in stride here as the Houston Astros win the National League Championship Series again on the network. And they are going to the World Series. It will be an all-Texas World Series here on the network. Nothing across for the Braves. Final line score coming up. For the Astros, 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors. For the Atlanta Braves, 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors. The winning pitcher is going to be Trevor Miller. He's going to get the win. He'll go to 1-0 in the postseason. Kevin McGlinchey will take the loss. He'll drop to 0-1 on the postseason. Billy Wagner gets his 5th save. We will have an all-Texas World Series. Who would have thought it would be the Rangers and the Astros, the best hitting team of the World Series of the playoffs, against the best pitching team of the playoffs? The irresistible object versus the immovable force. I have no idea how that series is going to play out. Absolutely credible. Both World Series historical teams, Braves and Yankees, are out. Unbelievable. Tomorrow night, we will have the first Inside Pitch Advanced Season Selection Show. That'll be at 8 o'clock tomorrow night, where I will choose either 3 or 4 seasons for Chris Davis, the creator of Inside Pitch, to create for me to start on January 5th, 2026. It's still going to be a lot of seasons to choose from, but 3 or 4 seasons will be selected. Then there will be no baseball on Sunday night. We will return Monday night with Game 1 of the 1999 World Series between the Texas Rangers and the Houston Astros. Aaron Seeley will be going for the Rangers, And Mike Hampton will be going for the Astros. Astros will have games 1, 2, 6, and 7 in the World Series. Rangers get 3, 4, and 5 at the ballpark in Arlington. So definitely some great baseball coming your way. The 1999 postseason has been done. The 1999 World Series is about to begin. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so. Make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. We'll see you guys tomorrow night for the selection show. The Houston Astros do it and pull it out. They win it tonight, 4-2. They win this National League Championship Series 4-2. Your Houston Astros are the 1999 National League champions.